Howdy, and welcome back to A Texan Shaves. Doing something a little bit different. Sorry, trying to talk too fast. I want to do, and I thought about doing this not as a competition or a bracket, but just another channel for me to go down as far as types of videos, I guess. This one is one I've been working on for a very long time. Some of you may have seen me put posts up on trying to get a hold of some certain fragrance soaps and stuff like that. And we're going to talk a little bit about that as it coming up, because I'm going to need your guys' help to help me find a few of these. But this is called Love It or Hate It. Maybe I'll call it Love It or Leave It. I'm not sure. Probably I think Love It or Hate It. These are soaps and scents that you either love it or you hate it. There's really no in between. They're pretty notorious to be debated upon in the wet shaving community. And today being the opening day for a lot of baseball teams out there, I decided to use one of the most notorious out there, current notorious, and that's Batters Up from Noble Otter. The scent notes on this is green pepper, fresh aldehydes, tarred maple bat, violet leaf, musk, baseball glove, patchouli. Now, I'm sure there are plenty of you that have an opinion about this. Personally, I haven't shaved with it. I have worn the splash a little bit on the back of my hand and smelled it and stuff. Personally, I really like this one. I like this one a lot, actually. It really definitely takes me back to playing baseball. It smells like an old baseball glove, and I love that leather scent. And I'm looking forward to this. So let's talk about the hardware real quick, and then we'll start getting into this. So I have a brand new razor. This is the Razor Rock Game Changer 1.05. It's their larger gap, more aggressive Game Changer. And I actually purchased it with the HD handle, but I also purchased the new hollowed out HD handle to make it a little bit lighter. And we're going to use a same Persona comfort coat I've been using. It's on its fourth, or this will be the fifth shave on this blade, and I think that's about tying the record of the longest I've gone on a blade. We'll see if this one goes past 5. So let me get that loaded real fast. I haven't loaded this yet. And let's see here. Now, the Game Changer, some of you probably know, this is my first Game Changer razor. You're going to load it on the base plate instead of the top cap, because that's where the posts are at, where the top cap just has the insets. You can probably do it both ways, but I'm assuming it's probably easier putting it on the base plate and then just popping the top cap on. Well, at least I thought it might be. Let's not cut our fingers, Barry. So let's try this again. There. Should be able to just drop this on, right? Okay, I think that's got it. That was a little different. First time I've loaded one like that. And, oh, we are good. There we go. Load it up. All right. I really like how thin this head is. It's really nice. Haven't used this razor before either. So for the brush, I'm using my True Till Death brush this is one I fell in love with. It was the first brush I purchased from Cody Todd. And I just love the resin pour on this and the wood with the brass inlays there and segments. And it's just a beautiful brush. I have not used it enough or in a while, so I'm looking forward to that. And I believe that's it. I do have the splash. And let's get the glass. Well, let's load up the brush here. I'm just going to do a tub load. Oh, geez. Literally, I feel like I'm on the baseball field every time I sniff this. It is so good. I'm not sure why this one, I mean, I can understand why it's not for everybody, but I don't understand why there's so much, not hate, I guess, but such strong views about it. Let's put it that way. All right. Going in to get this loaded. Ooh, that brush had a lot of water in it. If I remember correctly, I believe I said a G5C in this. It's been a long time. Ooh, that is really, really filling this bathroom up with some aroma there. Love it. I'm getting the that tarred maple now, right? Yeah, maple. Just making sure it was maple. All right, I think I've got plenty on this brush. Set that there. And let's get the glasses off. Now, I'm going to try to treat all these as a first impressions. I don't want to shave with it beforehand. I want my initial review of these love it or hate it scents, you know. So I did cheat a little bit because I've had this for quite a while. Doug Lane gave me this splash. It was actually on the PIF table at the last Ohio Shave meetup. This and the soap. He sent the soap to Mully in Japan, but he gave me the splash because shipping alcohol overseas and all. And I finally pulled the trigger on buying the soap because I knew I was going to do this series per se. And I figured it was about time to finally get this started. I've been planning this thing back during the shaves of my father. A long time ago I've been wanting to do this. I just had to get the list together because there are a lot out there that are what would be considered a love it or hate it scent, or iffy, as the barbershop duet like to call them, iffy scents. I have been talking to them to get some ideas on some, and they've given me some good ideas. And so one I have been trying to hunt down, guys, for quite a while. And if anyone has this and wants to send me a sample or sell me your tub, let me know. I'll pay the shipping if you want to send me a sample, but I've been looking for Barrister and Mann's Night Music. This is one some people say smells like baby dookie, you know, like a dirty diaper. So if you know anyone that has Night Music and will let go of it, I would love to have the tub, especially with the splash. I would love to own it. But if I can at least get a sample, I would love that too. So help me out, guys. Let me know. I have 5 or 6 on hand. I was hoping to get about 10, maybe 12, kind of like what I had for Blizzard battles. And like I said, this isn't a battle. I just wanted to go down a list. And now with these not questionable, but these love it or hate it scents, of course, it's going to be hard to find any that are still in production. Some are, some aren't. Because if they are love it or hate it, probably didn't reach very much of the masses and probably didn't last very long for sale. So this is more for information purposes, I guess, than anything, and just for my own journey. I want to experience these love it or hate it scents, and I kind of want to understand where the thought process comes and what people are experiencing with this. Every one of these fragrances I use takes me on a journey, and I want to know what kind of journey these types of fragrances, these love it or hate it, these polarizing scents, really have been interesting me for a while. Every time I hear a story about one, I keep wanting to find it and experience it and find out why. So leave me your list below on what you find polarizing or love it or hate it. I think love it or leave it may end up being the call because it seems easier to say, but let me keep going before this dries up too much. Great lather. Man, I love Noble Otter's base. So good. So, man, definitely get more of that tarred maple. Not really getting the green pepper. I'll probably get that in the splash, I'm assuming. But then the leather is just so forward on this. That baseball glove and the patchouli just gives it kind of gives it the old sweatiness to that baseball glove. Like it's a very used baseball glove. I can see where some people probably would find this a bit maybe slightly off-putting. I don't know. But for me, it is memory lane bottled and tubbed, honestly. And it's a wonderful experience. It's not... Now, granted, am I going to wear this out on a date night? No. I would wear this to the bowling alley. Am I going to wear this to the office? No. If I'm going to a ball game, absolutely. I would love to have this scent going to a ball game. to go along with all the other smells of the ball game, and then actually have that glove smell. I would love it. So here we go. Game Changer 1.05. I'm excited about this razor. I blame Doug Embry for me buying this. Thanks for the enabling, sir. It's a great shave. Jeez. There's too many Dougs. Did I say Doug Lane? It was Doug Embry. I don't remember which Doug I said. There's way too many Dougs. Doug Embry. Oh, I do like this razor. It's very smooth for some. Yeah. It doesn't look aggressive at all. For something with such a larger blade gap, the exposure is not that bad. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I'll have to look it up. I'll put it on the screen if I do. But it's very smooth, and there's just a little bit of blade feel. It's not very much. I personally like more, but as efficient as I can feel this razor being, I have 2 days growth. I don't care. This is great. Very good razor. Ooh, the knurling on this handle is perfect. All right, let's go. So, Noble Otter batters up. If any of you have experienced it, talk to me down below. Let's discuss. I am enjoying it. I can almost even smell the grass and the dirt. And maybe that's where that green pepper comes in. Maybe that's giving me that earthy scent. And not sure. Yeah, it literally, it does. It's probably one of the most transportative scents. It's just so easy for me to envision the particular ball field back home when I was young. It's just crazy. So good. Need a little bit of water. I mean, there's no mistaking what this is. Absolutely, you look at the picture of the label, you read the scent notes, and then you smell it, and it is literally advertising exactly what this is. There's no guessing, there's no having to hunt for the fragrance or find out or search for that location and time or place. It is what it is, and to me it's beautiful. I love it. And for someone to capture a fragrance that puts me in that diamond in Little League Baseball with that glove and that scent of that glove, and it makes me wonder what kind of wizards these people are, these artisans making these fragrances. How do they do that? You know, it's incredible sometimes. And here's the thing, even if you do not like Batters Up, you have to appreciate the scent. You have to appreciate how they created a baseball glove, being in the baseball diamond, how they put you. I mean, even if you don't like it, you have to be there when you smell it. It has to trigger some sort of memory of playing baseball, watching baseball, or even imagining baseball. I can't imagine it doesn't for anyone. I think the trick to appreciating a love it or hate it scent is to try to put yourself in the artisan's shoes, or try to put yourself in the mindset of what you're going to expect. If you go in blind, never hearing or seeing a review or reading the scent notes, you may not even realize what they're trying to convey. And that's fine. That may help you out, actually. But if you go in reading the sales blurb of this, you know what it's all about. It's telling you what it's about, that it's baseball at its core. And that should help you appreciate this scent. It's not a cologne. It's not a dupe of anything. It is horsehide, dirt, tar, maple, all those things. Earth. Well, I said dirt, but it's exactly what it is. There's no false advertising here. And I'm not trying to make a case for it. If you don't like it, you don't like it, and that's absolutely fine. But you still have to appreciate what the artisan did here, in my opinion. You have to appreciate what the artisan did here. All right. Let's get this last pass on. I don't want to stop shaving with this, man. I am looking forward to this splash for sure. Absolutely. God. Not only does this smell like a baseball glove, this smells like my baseball glove. It's so precise that it literally reminds me of my Rawlings glove I had. It's crazy. It really is crazy. The first time I smelled it, I actually kind of had a similar reaction to most. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. But I came back to it and I was like, okay, I get it. And it all unlocked. It clicked. I didn't come back to it days. I mean, I would come back to it a few times, but I went back to it like within a few minutes. I had to put my nose on it again because it was so strange. And I knew what I was smelling. I knew what I was getting into because I'd seen reviews and heard people talking about it. But it was that jarring when I first sniffed it, and I get it. So I understand why people can be on the hated side. Maybe hate's a strong word. Maybe I should. I'm going to use love it or leave it. I think hate's a strong word. So it's going to be love it or leave it. So why you're on the leave it side of it. But man, it is perfectly there. Okay. I'm not sure what happened, but my camera stopped recording. I did not know until it just shut off. It looks like I have maybe 2 minutes of record time. I don't think it's because of my battery, I'm not sure, but this is my third pass and I apologize. During the editing, I will try to remember the things I was saying. And I really hate that I missed all that because I really enjoyed what I was saying. But what I'm going to do now, that was my third pass I just finished. I'm going to rinse off and I'm going to charge this up, and then I will finish this in the den and my final thoughts and the splash in the den. Be right back. Hey, daughter.
Yeah.
Can you give a whiff? Tell me what you think.
Smells all right.
Really?
Yeah. Is it one of the ones I disliked?
What do you think it smells like?
Kind of like the sharp one that I thought, like the plant
Okay.
was a little sharp.
Does it make you think of anything, or? Try another smell.
Oh, it's the leather one, isn't it?
It is leather.
I smell mainly leather.
Do you remember the one that's a baseball glove?
Oh,
Does it smell like a baseball glove?
no, not as much as on the pug.
Oh,
It
this
just smells like
smells
leather.
better now? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. There you have it, guys. Is it what would you give it? 1 to 10.
Not like a 6.5.
Wow.
It smells
Right.
much better than on the pug.
Wow. There you have it. All right, welcome back. So that was my daughter's reaction. I thought I needed another person's nose on this if I'm going to do this. Not just my reaction, but an unsolicited. She didn't know I was going to do this. I guess she'll know in the future ones, but I wanted to be able to get someone else's opinion on these love it or leave it scents. So anytime I do one of these love it or leave it's, I will get my daughter's opinion. I found it very interesting. She did not like this one off the tub, and she did not like it when she smelled it first when I just had the splash, and I'd put it on the back of my hand and I let it dry down a little bit. I let her smell at the beginning of the dry down. She didn't like it at all. Then when the tub came in, she's like, I remember this one. I don't care for it. So I found it very, very interesting that on me, when she smelled my cheek, that she liked it and rated it a 6.57. That's up in her I like it category. That's up in the I'll use it category. I doubt she'll use this one, but still, that was interesting. That was very interesting. I did not expect that at all. That reaction I had was true. So I've already used the splash, and it's been a little bit. We had dinner and stuff too. She was cooking dinner. That's why you heard the vent hood going when I was in there. Sorry, it was so noisy. But anyway, excuse me. So I apologize for my camera mishap. Apparently it wasn't my battery. It was I ran out of storage. I didn't clear my last couple videos from my memory card, and that's why it shut off. Yeah, because now I've got like 48 minutes worth of space. So Noble Otter, for me, it's a win. I like it a lot. I will use this tub. I'm not giving it away. I'm not gonna, and I won't give any of these away. A lot of the ones I'm collecting are there's so much wet shaving history behind these, just with the debates and the polarizing aspect of them. These are going to be in a permanent position in my collection, whether I use them or not, I think. So I'm looking forward to what you guys think about Noble Otter's Batters Up, the good and the bad. Tell me your experience. Tell me what's going on. Actually, Doug Lane used it today also, and he had a very funny story about his wife hates it and he knows it, and but he wanted to use it again because he really likes it. And as soon as she came in and smelled, she's like, "What is that you're wearing?" She smelled it as soon as she walked in the house. It does have a bit of a lingering scent. I can smell it when I walk back in here to my den, and that was just off my body. I haven't used anything in here. But yeah, it was funny. It was quite amusing. The story that Doug Lane was telling. I'll let Doug tell that story. Hopefully he tells it somewhere on a post on Facebook or Instagram or something. So also, if you have a scent or fragrance or soap that you find polarizing or you've heard that maybe I haven't heard about, please list it below. I love getting input from you guys and getting some help from all of you. I like that you guys like to participate in this channel and be a part of it, and that I love that, and it helps me out a lot. And then night music, the ever elusive unicorn night music. Hopefully some of you or one of you or anyone can help me locate a soap and splash of that. I would really like a soap and splash, but if I can only get the soap or even just a sample, I am perfectly happy with that. I need to experience night music, and because it's become so hard to get, that just makes me want to experience it even more, right? We want what we can't have type thing, and I'm perfectly good if I never get a hold of it. I can accept that. There's a mentholated soap I never got a hold of. One I didn't think I was going to, but I did get it in from India, which that was Sub-Zero, I believe it was called. But there was a mentholated soap, Arctique, Barrister and Mann's Arctique. Why is Barrister and Mann's soap so hard to find? People, I guess, just don't want to give them up or something. I do have Terror, but I never got my hands on Arctique. So anyway, that's beside the point. Help me out with night music. Find your peace in what and where you can. And we'll see you next time on the Texan Shapes. Goodbye.